There are certain things in life that we just don't understand. Perhaps they're not even meant to be understood. How come some people raised without a father grow up to be great fathers themselves, while others continue the legacy of being deadbeat dads? We don't know. Some people can handle alcohol. They can drink in moderation. They can have one, maybe two drinks every night, and that's the end of it. For other people, all it takes is one sip, one taste of the booze, and their life spirals out of control. Doctors have been studying addiction for decades. With all the technological advances in the field of mental health and addiction, there is still no way for doctors to predict who is most likely to succumb to addiction. Only one way to find out: take a drink. I have one more example to share of life's greatest mysteries. After years and years of broadcasting filth, years of showcasing some of the most intolerable women in America, how does the Yenta Fest that airs on ABC every morning, how do they continue dominating the ratings? Seriously, I cannot figure this out. I don't understand how The View continues drawing an audience. What kind of people are watching this show? I mean, are there really millions of people that are so bored that they are entertained by watching toxic garbage? When Barbara Walters hosted The View, the show actually had some credibility. Barbara Walters, she's a respected journalist. They had meaningful discussions on real issues. Today, The View, it's nothing but a collection of synchronized mouth farts. Leading this toxic orchestra is the queen of quarantine, the queen of the Fauci vaccine. Her name is what you want to see in the forecast for a nice day at the beach. But there ain't nothing sunny about Sunny Hostin. This woman is disgusting. She's vile. There aren't enough negative adjectives to appropriately describe her. I'm sure you guys heard about the shooting in Colorado over the weekend. Some deranged kid shot up Club Q, a gay nightclub in Colorado Springs. Tragic situation, should have never happened. According to the Washington Post, Club Q, it's more than just a nightclub. It's more like a community center. It's a place where families and children of all ages gather for Sunday brunch to be inspired by men dressed like Madonna or Beyonce. I'm still struggling to understand when it became appropriate for children to be exposed to drag shows. Now, there are a couple of things being conveniently overlooked by the mainstream media with this Colorado shooting. Number one, this dude, he shouldn't have even been on the streets. He was arrested last summer for threatening to blow up his mother's house. The cops had to evacuate the entire neighborhood. So why was he back on the streets? If I had to guess, it's because of the soft on crime policies that the media supports. But it's strange. The Washington Post, they conveniently left that part out of their story. Not only was he back on the street, his record was sealed. It's like it never happened. But they don't want to talk about that. No. This is another story that perfectly fits into their narrative. Transphobia, homophobia, claustrophobia, phobia. And look, that could very well be true here. I don't know enough about this case to make that determination. But the truth wouldn't matter to the media anyway. They would still find a way to make this story fit their phobic narrative. Yesterday morning, the shooting in Colorado, it was the topic of conversation on The View. And once again, Sunny Hostin found a way to make this all about herself by displaying her unbelievable stupidity. Sunny Hostin, she claims to be a practicing Catholic. Well, let me correct myself. I need to put this in appropriate terms. Sunny Hostin chooses to identify as Catholic. Over the summer, she made headlines with her aggressive stance on abortion. The Catholic Church, they have very strong views on abortion. Sunny Hostin admitted she doesn't think abortion is acceptable under any circumstances. Sexual assault, incest, none of that matters. Sunny Hostin doesn't believe abortion is the answer, which, okay, that's fine. She has every right to think that way. Matter of fact, I was actually surprised that was her stance. I figured she would adopt the stance of California and think abortion was fine until the 4th trimester. With her supposedly strong Catholic faith, I was also surprised by what she said yesterday morning. The Yentas on The View, They were discussing Club Q. They were talking about the gay pride. I'm going to play the full clip because there are a couple of things I want to point out. Pay close attention to what Sunny Hostin says about Jesus. Then we'll get to what the whoopee cushion said. Roll the film.
I don't know that they hide behind religion because I said this on this show once before. Jesus would be the Grand Marshal at the Pride Parade.
I don't mean about gay people. I mean in every argument we have.
But here's
we weaponize religion.
Here's my question.
But it's wrong.
If you're so afraid, why are you going over there?
Yeah.
If they scare you so much, leave them alone. When stuff scares me, I leave it alone. If I don't want to be bothered, I don't go there. See, that's the problem. You don't want to just have your feelings. You want everybody else to join you. Made in God's image.
Yep.
Made in God's image. There are no but except for. There's none of that.
What? Look, I'm no expert on religion. I've never been to a Catholic church. I know very little about the Catholic faith, but I have read the Bible. I do know a lot about the man the faith is based on. I can tell you this with 100% certainty. Jesus would never be the Grand Marshal at a gay pride parade. Most of the time on The View, when one of the Yentas makes a strong point, the audience erupts with approval applause. But did you notice there wasn't a single clap of approval when Sunny Hostin said that? Not one. A couple of these other women on The View, they claim to be Christians. How come none of them spoke up? How come they didn't check Sunny Hostin? Are they afraid of her? According to the Compendium of the Catholic Church, the act of homosexuality is a grave sin against chastity. It's an expression of the vice of lust. They describe it as an act of depravity contrary to natural law, and they state, under no circumstances shall it be approved. Now, I pulled all of that straight from their website. This is the religion Sunny Hostin claims to identify with. Pretty sure the Catholic Church based on the Bible, which is the Word of God. Jesus, the Son of God. So someone please explain to me, with all the Bible verses about this, with all the language in the Compendium of the Catholic Church, please explain to me a situation where Jesus would lead the Pride Parade. The whoopee cushion, she also distorted the Bible. Made in God's image. There are no buts or exceptions. Made in God's image. This is actually true, but it's true of everyone. The bank robber, he was made in God's image. Does that mean Jesus will be the Grand Marshal of the robbery parade? The parade where all the kids are expecting free candy and beads only to leave with their wallet stolen? The drunk driver, made in God's image. Does that mean Jesus will be leading the DUI parade? Highly doubt anyone will be attending that parade. The roads will be clear. But KC, all those are sins. Nowhere in the Bible does it say homosexuality is a sin. Oh yeah? Yeah. Leviticus 18:22. Do not practice homosexuality. It is a detestable sin. Leviticus 20:13. Kings 14:24. 1 Corinthians 6:9-11. Do I need to keep going? This is not my religion. It's not my belief system. This is Sunny Hostin's religion. So I'm struggling to understand here how the Jesus she supposedly worships would be the leader of a parade that he describes as a detestable sin. Sunny Hostin's trying to weaponize her religion to fit her own narrative. I can't fathom why people keep watching this show. The View rivals Dr. Phil as the most watched daytime talk show in America. When it comes to women between the ages of 25 and 54, The View is dominant in that demographic. Now, I don't watch Dr. Phil, but I can understand the appeal. I understand why he has an audience. He discusses a wide range of interesting topics. He has outrageous guests. You guys remember the Cash Me Outside girl? Yeah, that young girl, she's now a millionaire. Her career started on Dr. Phil. There have been other notable guests throughout the years. At least his show is interesting. What the hell's interesting about The View? What is so appealing about watching a group of women along with a Sunny and a whoopee cushion who have no idea what they're talking about? There seems to be this misunderstanding between tolerance and acceptance. I think the vast majority of Americans are tolerant. For example, most people, they could care less about your sexuality. You want to be gay? Cool, be gay. You think you're a non-binary pregnant birthing person? Okay, awesome. I'd be curious as to how you became pregnant, but other than that, I'm cool with it. If you were sitting next to me at the bar watching the NBA playoffs, I'd drink beer and talk basketball with you. And that doesn't mean I'm marching in the front lines of the non-binary pride parade. That doesn't mean I'm allowing you to teach my nephews that they too could be without gender. That's the difference between tolerance and acceptance. Tolerance, the ability to understand and respect different viewpoints, different lifestyles. Acceptance is the willingness to promote those different views and different lifestyles. Huge, huge difference. Like I said, most people, they are tolerant to opposing views. You know the demographic that's not tolerant? The same demographic pushing you past tolerance and into acceptance. The shit fucks. They don't believe in opposing views. They don't believe in your traditional lifestyle. You either see things their way or they want nothing to do with you, which for most people, that is perfectly okay. Who wants to associate themselves with a closed-minded shitfuck anyway? But give me your thoughts. Sunny Hostin claims Jesus Christ, would be the Grand Marshal in the Pride Parade. Do you agree? Sound off in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Click the notification bell to receive all notifications from the channel. Best way to contact me is by email at btlkc84@gmail.com, kc_btl84 on Twitter. I'll see you guys tomorrow.